Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk about and speak about those who cannot speak without fear of being judged. And I'm talking about the adolescents, yung mga anak natin. Okay, hindi lang the adolescents, yung mga bata rin. Okay, yung mga batang ah, nasa tamang edad na, okay? Way past toddlers. So, yung mga nasa school age hanggang sa teenage years. Okay. So, specifically, para ito doon sa mga, yun na nga, I'm gonna talk about the children's rights. Okay, before we go to the law, doon muna tayo sa setup natin, no, sa ating mga bahay. Okay, while each family and each household is unique and different, uh, we all know na ang family is the basic unit of the society. So pag nagtrabaho na yung mga bata o tayo mismo mga magulang, once na nagtrabaho na tayo, 'di ba? May mga na-encounter tayo na iba-ibang klaseng tao. May mga tao na nananakit, may mga tao na nagtitake advantage, may mga tao na nag-inspire, mga tao mababait, nagsusuporta, merong namumulitika, merong nag-chismis, merong nagpo-pull down ng iba, merong grabe yung inggit, no? These are a mixture. Kumbaga, jungle na siya, no? So, nakikihalubilo na tayo sa iba-ibang tao sa ating mga paligid. And sometimes, kapag natitrigger tayo, we think, bakit ganito yung aking katrabaho? O bakit ganito yung aking kasama? Bakit may mga ganun tao na marunong sila manakit ng ibang tao, marunong silang kaya nila na pagtawanan ang pagkakamali ng ibang tao. Bakit may mga ganong tao? And we all go back to childhood and family. Ganon din. Kasi nagdaan din ako sa ganyan, especially nung naging bagong magulang. So this again goes to all moms, no? Parenthood. Yung mga parents, yung mga nag-transition. Merong nagiging common scenario yung postpartum depression. Yung mga okay tayo all the while, and then when we became moms, we become so confused kung ano ba talaga yung role natin sa sarili natin at doon sa mga expectations ng ibang tao sa atin. Nag-iiba siya, okay? So, this is a taboo topic again, very personal kasi. But I really wanna talk about for this particular video, I really wanna speak for the children and the kids. Sa ating mga magulang, we sometimes, bata lang yan hindi mo na natin sila papakinggan. But the problem arises once we cannot understand them anymore. Kapag umabot na sa punto na hindi na natin mababago yung dapat mabago. Alright? So, saan nagkakaroon ng problema? For the point of view of the parents, we love our kids at gusto nating talagang maging tama yung ginagawa nila. Hindi sila mapahamak, hindi sila magkamali. Now, how do the kids see it? Like, 'di ba? I was speaking for them. Bakit? Alam ko lahat tayo, nagdaan tayo sa pagiging bata. And we have that yearning na sana ganito yung ganito nung ako'y bata. Sana ganito, na sana naintindihan ako ng aking mga magulang, ganito, no? We all have that feeling. And now we have that chance para sa ating mga anak. Okay, so here comes the law. Para guided tayo, okay? We have the Republic Act 7610, what we call the Special Protection of the Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act. Para ito sa abuso, no? Yung sobra-sobra pang abuso. Then, we go to Republic Act 9262, Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children, na ang mga mga offenders naman dito ay yung mga lalaki, no, na merong mga anak sa kanilang mga partners o merong mga girlfriends or even naka one night stand na may mga anak yon, like single moms, no, naka one night stand nila and meron silang ginawa na nakasasakit, no, not just physical but also emotional and psychological sa kanilang mga babae partners, pati doon sa mga anak ng mga babae na partners nila, okay? Also, we have this United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, okay? Na naratipika or inadopt naman natin sa Pilipinas noong 1990. Anong sinasabi ng lahat ng to, guys? na ang mga bata may karapatan sila sa dignity, privacy, protection at participation. Pero meron kasing ongoing ngayon na issue, like sobra yung mga bata. Even sa school, takot na yung mga teachers magdisiplina sa mga bata kasi nga nagagalit yung mga magulang. Okay? Like sumusobra na yung pagiging entitled ng mga bata na hindi na sila na itutuwid. Alright, so that's one point of view. Now, how do we resolve that? Balik tayo sa pamilya, balik tayo sa loob ng bahay. Okay? Guys, yung mga magulang, they are, yung mga teachers, they are the secondary parents or the secondary custodian of the children. Sila yung nasa loob ng schools. But before children go to school, nasa bahay muna sila. Na papaano sila sa bahay? Sila ba ay napakikinggan? Ibig sabihin, kung gusto nating silang ituwid, 'di ba? Kung gusto natin silang ituwid, dapat naintindihan din natin kung saan sila nanggagaling. Kung anong nararamdaman nila. And it also pays. Like, this is not like a master class or tuturuan ko yung mga magulang paano maging magulang. This is not that. It's more on taking a step back and bago natin ilapat yung nararapat para sa kanila, maybe it pays or maybe it will work. It could work if imagine natin na tayo yung bata or kung hindi man natin magagawa yon, again, as what I always do, we go to the biblical perspective, which is palaging merong pag-ibig. Like the reason, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Kaya naman merong pagpalo, kaya merong pagpunish. It's because of love. And the love is the one that's moving yung disiplina, yung pagtutuwid. Therefore, kung meron man sa loob ng bahay that will, under the perspective ng karapatan ng mga bata, wouldn't it be just, nice, and effective if maramdaman nila na kaya nangyayari yon at kaya nilalapat ng magulang yon dahil sa pagmamahal sa bata. Now, what if, I don't know how to do that kasi naging bato na rin ako. Let's go back to being kids. Like, even the trainings that we do for managers, like a mentor of mine tells that, be the manager you wanna be. Doon sa mga trainings that we do for the managers. Now, going back to home, which is a basic unit of the society, family. Like, we want this, we have this yearning na sana ganito yung mga magulang natin for us. Why don't we become that to our kids? Why don't we become the best parent that we could have, or the best parent na hinahanap-hanap natin? Why don't we be like that to our kids? You know, yung hinahanap-hanap natin na ganon, alright? So, maybe that would give us a clear understanding or a mirror na kasi by experience ako mismo bilang magulang, nakikinig sa akin yung aking mga anak. It's because I strive, no, I'm not perfect, palagi yan, we have lapses, but we are being guided, and as I always say, support system tayo, 'di ba? We support each other here and we empower each other here. And yung sometimes what works for me may not work for others, right? So if you feel free to share also your insights, no? Yung mga anak ko ay nakikinig sa akin because before I ilapat yung dapat ilapat, no, sa disiplina, I try to understand and try to speak their language. I just try. I even play Roblox with them. You know, these things. Kasi may mga sentimental tayo, like they are not young for long, no? Lalaki din sila and things like that. So it pays that we give what we could. Para habang mayroon pa tayong chance to do it. And we have this perfect opportunity na maiparamdam sa kanila yon, because that's what again, this is not just like mapaaral sila, mapakain sila, madamtan sila. It's not just that. Like they also have their emotional needs, their psychological needs, just like what we do. Tayong mga moms, we also have that. Kaya may mga batas din for the moms. or no, para sa mga magulang, sa mga babae, no, even sa mga lalaki may mga karapatan din naman. So all of us, no, so to speak, it's just that meron tayong pangangailangan more than the eyes can see. Yon, that's the main message. More than the eyes can see. Kapag naramdaman ninyo na merong malayo yung loob ng mga bata, no, mga anak, maybe it's beyond what the eyes can see. Maybe it's not the material things, no? It's not the material things. Maybe it's time. Yung oras na ibibigay natin. Maybe it's the attention. Maybe it's the compassion na sometimes we tend to neglect because we didn't get to have that, or we failed to have that before, or kung mayroon man, very busy tayo, di ba, sa ating mga ginagawa. But again, I am speaking for those who cannot speak, who are the children and the adolescents. Lalong-lalo na yung adolescents. The disciplining, the palo, it won't work for the adolescents because they are at a stage right now that nasa crossroads sila kung matanda na ba sila o bata pa sila. And they're very confused. And my take there would be to be their friend and guide. Like if they need something, like we let them do what they want to do. And when they're stuck, they can always go to us. That's all. And happy Chinese New Year to all. And have a great day.